Imprinting. Imprinting is a term that refers to the early life experiences that shape biological organisms' social attitudes and behavior in later life. What an organism sees and experiences in its early years will undoubtedly have a profound impact on its behavioral psychology, life choices, and instincts later in life. This is a psychology definition of imprinting in a nutshell. Imprinting is the principle of bonding between a newly born creature and its career, according to Konrad Lorenz. This innate idea explains how, following birth, an animal or bird establishes a bond to the first moving item it encounters. Lorenz's research focused on geese imprinting, and he was frequently followed by many newly hatched geese on his Austrian estates. Let's look at several examples of birds, humans, and animals imprinting in nature one by one. Filial imprinting. Precocial birds that can control their own movements after the hatching of eggs exhibit this sort of imprinting. The young one and the first moving object it encounters are the two main components. This filial link is formed between the imprinting stimulus, which is usually the parent, and the progeny, and it aids in the development of the progeny's social behavior. According to research, this sort of imprinting is predetermined from embryonic development and can potentially be influenced by the mother's experience with the hatching procedure. This type of imprinting is observed in nidificus birds and precocial birds, such as ducks, geese, quails. Because this imprinting promotes in the creation of social bonds, it aids in the survival of young children by teaching them the fundamentals of life. It also equips children with the ability to function within social institutions. When people question, why is imprinting important in birds? It's because the creation of filial bonds is crucial to the behavior and developmental biology of bird offspring. Sexual imprinting. When a child looks up to his parents, or can specifics as a role model, sexual imprinting has an impact on mate choices. It has been observed that both positive and negative sexual imprinting occur in nature. Positive sexual imprinting refers to a person's attraction for a prospective spouse who resembles his or her parents, relatives, and conduct. Negative sexual imprinting, on the other hand, refers to avoiding any chances of the mate being like kin or one's own parents. This sort of imprinting strengthens the concept of conspecifics and their identification. This type of imprinting is observed in male zebra finches, giant panda, falconry birds, and greylag geese. This helps organisms establish a preference for conspecifics over heterospecifics. This choice supports the concept of speciation and eliminates the risk of crossbreeding. Adult stages of sexually imprinted animals have slim possibility of finding a mate outside their species. This phenomenon aids the organism in achieving the ideal balance of preventing both outbreeding and inbreeding. The organism selects an individual who is similar but not identical to kin. Limbic imprinting. This idea is concerned with the interaction and consequences of all the processes linked to birth, as well as the long-term ramifications left on the limbic system. Some psychological effect is left on the fetus or the newborn, at whatever stage of development is present, in all the various ways that our birth is affected at the three steps: prenatal, perinatal, and postnatal. This approach is currently gaining a lot of traction, with special counseling sessions for newly conceived parents being organized. This helps young parents recognize the potential for prenatal imprinting when the kid is still in the womb and instills the awareness to prioritize a healthy environment for the mother. This has a significant impact on the psychology of both the mother and the future child. This kind of imprinting is observed in animals and human beings. This teaches young parents about the dangers of prenatal imprinting and the importance of prioritizing a healthy environment for the mother. This has a tremendous impact on the mother's and future child's psychology. Traumatized fetuses who are limbic imprinted, meaning they are influenced by it, often have problems dealing with emotions later in life. The imprints left during the birth process influence an adult's conduct in the future in an indirect or subconscious manner. Due to limbic imprinting, any physically demanding aspect or potentially harmful involvement during childbirth might have lifelong consequences for the child. Baby duck syndrome. The concept refers to the bias that people have formed towards any plan, electronic device, or computer's very first idea, system, explanation, interface. The first system you learn makes you feel too at ease, and you tend to blindly follow or admire it, leaving no room for other ideas and options. As a result, the chances of anything changing are nearly negligible, because learning, unlearning, and relearning are essential for living a conscious life. Baby duck syndrome must be detected and addressed as soon as possible. This frequently stifles development and the ability to learn new systems and technology. That was Imprinting. Thank you for watching.